star on my car and one on my chest, a gun on my hip and the right to arrest. I'm the guy who's a boss on this highway, so watch out what you're doing when you're driving my way. If you break the law, you'll hear from me, I know. I'm a working for the state, I'm the highway patrol. Well, you'll know me when you see me, cause my door's painted white, with my siren screaming and my flashing red light. I work all day and I work all night, just to keep it law and order, trying to do what's right. If I write you out a ticket, then you better drive slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. I'm the highway patrol, the highway patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. Driving too fast like you shouldn't do, you can bet your boots I'm coming after you. If you want to race, then get on a racetrack, or if you try to run away, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm here to keep all the speeders driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. I'm the highway patrol, the highway patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, I know it's been a couple of weeks. I hope you can all hear me. We've got a new setup here because we're in a new house, for anybody that doesn't know. We've got kind of a temporary setup here, so hopefully everyone can hear us just fine.
I'm not pleased. I missed my last setup. I was comfy.
Yeah, well, we'll get used to this one. So, yes, Derek, thank you for counting your hairs while we were absent. I see you did not count them in a timely fashion. You were not done. That's not good. You might end up having to eat Kay's cooking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, because he's already here. You can't threaten that.
I guess that's true. You are safe.
Until
Paco's not here. Until Paco's not here. Yeah. Okay, you can hear us loud and clear. Very good. Thank you for congratulations on the house. Let's see.
Bud says hi.
Yes, Bud says hi. Bud likes this because the door is open, so he can come in here now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's see if I can fuck this up, shall we?
You can do it. I believe in you.
All right, here we go. You can watch us here. You can watch us on Paco Pete Pot Pies. We're on Rumble and Spotify at Magnum Pot Pie. We have a Teespring that is Magnum Pot Pie. And we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Magnum Pot Pie, where they let me call you a dog fucker. So for $10, I'll call you a dog fucker, like these dog fuckers right here. We've got Rhoda, BNC Baloney, Shane, Deleted Archives, Chicken on a Chain, Jillian, and Penetration. You are all dog fuckers.
Yes, you kind of messed it up. I'm proud of you.
The buds are adjusting way better than we expected. One of our buds we expected to be, a day or two. He'd be fine roaming the place. The other one we expected to not see him for a week. But bud number one was ready to explore the first night we were here, and bud number two came out the next morning. So
it was actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well.
Yeah. They're actually a lot more comfortable here than we were expecting, so we're happy with that. Snowing. Oh man, we're in the South. Snow is a dirty word. All right, let's see what. I wanted to show this last week, but Paco insisted on moving. So now this is a belated Thanksgiving treat from Kay.
People, and I'm back cooking again. And today I'm going to be doing a green bean casserole.
See, green bean casserole, you can't fuck that up.
Oh.
It's 3 ingredients.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's three.
Damn it.
It's 3 ingredients. It's green beans. It's cream of mushroom soup. It's French fried onions. If you want to get fancy, maybe a little soy sauce or Worcestershire sauce or something. It's easy. It's easy.
Okay, we do not miss the metal roof at all.
This.
But we're having a little trouble actually adjusting to the quiet.
Yeah, we're having trouble adjusting to the quiet. It's like where we were in a mobile home in a trailer park, and so there was constant noise. People's cars, people walking, people talking, just constant noise. And now we're in a house that's on three lots. There's a wooded lot to the left and a wooded lot to the right. So it's like we're in the middle of nowhere, and you can hear squirrels running around in the yard. The silence is
disturbing.
Yeah, the silence
We're
is very
adjusting,
loud.
But it's very loud.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what Kay does. You cannot fuck up green bean casserole.
I forgot about this.
You cannot
torture.
fuck it up. You can't. It's impossible. It's unfuckable.
Hey.
No Jennifers.
congrats,
Welcome to your
Jennifers.
first live.
And
Look at that. Look at that.
Ugh.
That's her casserole dish. It is a roasting pan. And no, you know what? I've been telling people about this all this time, thinking that that's just the coloration of the pan. No, that is a cobweb.
Yeah, that's...
Now that I'm seeing it on a bigger screen, that is a cobweb right there.
That's pretty bad.
And I'm pretty sure Lee can't have cobwebs. The silence is much better.
video I saw, the lady said it was the easiest green bean.
It's like she found that thing under her porch, like her grandmother hid it from the Germans during the Blitz or something, right? Like
It's horrifying.
it looks like it's. I know it's not, but it looks like it's got like motor oil or something in it. Oh my God, Kay.
Green bean casserole she made. She says, but what you will need is a casserole dish, and that is my casserole dish. Then it
Fair
says
enough.
get 2. Hold on, let me get me thing so I can drain me green beans.
I know we've already had Thanksgiving, so everybody made their green bean casserole, but maybe for Christmas. You know, maybe for Christmas.
If anyone makes this particular recipe for Christmas, I'm not going to their house.
I've been trying to get people to make this. I've been telling them about this, and nobody's willing to try it.
2 cans, tins, whatever you want to call them. Just empty that.
Hi, bud.
And put 2 cans of green beans in. That's 1. And
Look, she even drained them. Okay, she even drained them.
Which is a shock.
She cannot go boom shicky. Just copy this recipe. Then you can do this. We believe in you. She can't go wrong. She can't go wrong.
Laura Lisa, thank you. Please do not send this my way.
that's it.
Just make sure Paco gets the
She
cobwebs
said you can drain them if you want.
and motor oil.
She did drain them, so I'm being exactly as she did it. So that, and I've got another one, which I'm going to drain this one out as well. So, yeah, so that one's drained, partly
just
drained.
wait.
And I'm gonna, get out some of the can. Oh! There we are. So then 2 are emptied. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a spoon and mix them round.
Yes, exactly. You put French fried onions on your green bean casserole to get the crunchy bits. She can't fuck this up. It's simple. It's a simple recipe. You just cannot fuck up.
Now that's the green beans. Spread it out. Now I'm going to open a can of...
Laura, Lisa, you just... I can't believe you don't believe in Kay. I mean, Kay is going to pull this through. This is going to be good. She's even got the saute and the peppier back there.
Have we watched a single one that she actually has done right?
I have. I just haven't shown it on the stream.
There's a reason for that.
Condensed, it says it has to be condensed cream of mushroom. Now I don't know why mushroom, because there ain't going to be no mushrooms going in it.
Because, Kay, I can explain that to you. To Americans, cream of mushroom soup is an ingredient. to us, we look at cream of mushroom soup and like, what can we throw in that?
So empty that one. And she said 2 cans.
You're in his chair.
Now it is the same, you can see. That's 2 cans of this. Oh dear. Come on. I think this is going to be more of the soup than a casserole.
Could that be foreshadowing that Kay just gave us?
Surely not.
Anyway, she says to make sure everything is out of the cans. So you can either use...
Kay does buy canned hot dogs. She does buy hot dogs in a can, so those French fried onions might be in a can. She does buy hot dogs in a can.
You know, milk. Done. You can either use milk or water. Well,
No, Jennifer's, we all have an
because I think
87
it looks a
moment
bit
from time
milky
to time.
anyway, the mixture. So I'm just going to give that. In fact, I might even give that a stirry, so it gets rid of everything out of the can. Stir, so that's everything out of the can. And hold.
See, look, Boom believes in Kay. Can't you believe in Kay?
No,
Boom believes in Kay.
I don't.
Open. As you can see,
You
it's
have
coming
made
out
me
more,
jaded. Actually, Kay has made
more
me
like
jaded.
because there was some soup still left in. And there we are. So that's one done. And let's just put the rest of the milk in the other can. Oh, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That could be Kay's cookbook. It doesn't really matter.
That's the
That's
title.
what it's called. It doesn't really matter.
Right, so let's get that other can of. Now that's come out now more milky. I did put a bit more there in, much in. So that's the.
Boom, is there a corpse in your bed? Like,
Is it Ume's brother?
Ume's brother is alive. I saw him at the grocery store and he told me he enjoys breathing and digesting like living people do. Alright?
That's right. I'm sorry. I
Yes.
forgot.
He was at the food library just today.
Can on the floor and my glasses with it.
He enjoys respirating.
So let me just pick them up, that's it. Right, so I'm going to give that a mixy round.
Tigers fan, okay then. Would you like to comment?
What did she hold on to?
Yeah.
She might float away. She needs a good
then
anchor
it
point.
said
Yeah.
to get,
It's a handle.
Let's give it its right name. Condensed, two cans of condensed mushroom soup, yes. fried onion, one can of fried onion soup.
No, no, Kay, no. No, Kay, it's not fried onion soup. It's fried onions. It's fried onions, Kay. Kay, no.
But, oh, I've got French onion. Oh well, it doesn't matter, it's still fried onion. It's still onion, so what I'm going to do is drain that.
Kay! Come on, Kay! You can't fuck it up!
I'm going to put it
Come
in.
on! Oh, well, okay. Alright, well. Kay
I'll be
found...
honest. This isn't quite looking like the green bean casserole we had on Thanksgiving.
It's a unique take on a green...
Casseroles, I know.
Okay, that is a unique take on a green bean casserole. I would not consider that a green bean casserole. Okay.
We have potatoes, carrots.
At least it's not rotten meat.
Onions and everything. But
That's
anyway,
true. Oh,
so this is going all over.
After Kay was done eating that warmer from our last one, this is what she made in the toilet.
oh God.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some.
Why not? Why not, Kay? You've got some condensed cream of mushroom soup. You've got some French onion soup in there. Why not add some salt? There's definitely not enough sodium in that.
Hey.
Okay, so I actually did a tiny amount of research on this.
Why?
Because I wanted to know where Kay went wrong here. That is because apparently French's fried onions are not a product commonly found in the UK. Fried onions are. They call them something else that I can't be bothered to remember, but there's a name for fried onions. But French's fried onions are not a commonly found product in the UK, apparently. So when she saw French's fried onions, she thought it was French fried onion soup.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And Tiger's fan, okay. Why only the left one though?
Yeah. The right one will get jealous.
Salty.
Alternating.
She needs
Some
that
pepper.
definitely needed sodium in that dish.
God, look at this. I'm not eating
And I'm
this.
going to put it in the.
You're here on time.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make. I'm not going to make anything. I'm going to get off. I'm going to peel some spud taters to go with the meal, because like I said, that's more of a soup than a casserole, even though
I bet it is more of a soup than a casserole. You've poured soup in it, Kay. It tends to do that. Yeah, you would look at this and think this was a bowl of, like, mixed around Thanksgiving leftovers, not
Yeah.
pig slop.
Oh.
I will say that if you like French onion soup, this might actually taste okay.
I don't.
I don't like French onion soup, so.
there was loads of soup that went in it, but yes. So I'm going to put that in the oven for, what's it say, for 175. Well, I'll put it on 200 for what? Doesn't say how long for. It just says 175.
Kay does as much research as we do.
Yeah.
No, can't see how. So I'm going to try it for 30 minutes first, and let's see how it goes from then on. So I will have got my
Yeah, put it in for 30 minutes. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Put it in for 3 hours. Who cares? Maybe burn off that cobweb.
spud taters done then, and they can be all mixed together.
Just gonna mix
Now
spud
it's come
potatoes.
out of the oven looking absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is,
I mean, it looks like something. I'm not going to say absolutely lovely, because I don't think that looks lovely.
Oh.
Just, oh god, it's got to be so salty and oof. And then, you know, I don't like cooked onions like that. Like, ugh.
Oh,
It's got to be... This is a nightmare dish for me.
This is awful.
And then, like I said, Lee can't have cobwebs.
I'm going to get a big spoonful, and I've got some spud potatoes that are boiled, just being boiled. They are...
I don't know what
that's
Kay was
hot.
thinking on this one.
And I'm going to get one of the spud potatoes.
That's exactly what this dish is missing, is one just boiled potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Unseasoned.
One unseasoned boil. Well, I mean,
to be fair.
there's enough salt in that for that whole bucket.
And put it in the middle. Get off. Get off. Get
My
off,
blood
get off.
pressure is going up
That
just looking at all
is-
that sodium.
No, that is your end. That is your end product. Right, I have got it on a plate. I'm going to put it down because it's bloody hot. So I'm going to get a bit of spud potato, which I have already cut up, and a bit of everything on it.
It's probably still salty
So,
as hell, even
that's
with
it.
that big bite of potato.
Let's try this now because I know it's still a bit hot, but
Kay, don't do this to yourself. Don't eat things like this. We need you around. We can't have you killing yourself on poorly made green bean casserole with a pound of salt in it. Go on, Kay. Come on. We need you. You're a treasure. Oh, well, fuck me then. She likes it.
I think with the creamy soup,
Yeah, I mean, it's salty as hell, I bet, but it probably isn't that bad. Like I said, if you like French onion soup, this probably ain't that bad. I don't happen to like French onion soup, so this looks awful to me. But if you like it, it's probably not bad.
creamy mushroom soup is making it nice. That is lovely. That is absolutely lovely. I mean, I love green beans anyway, so. I've been asked by quite a few people to say, and Kay says. So, I'll bring it back. Kay says it was lovely.
Look at Kay bringing sexy back right there, alright? Look at that. Look at that looker.
Right, there's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you like what you see,
All that Angie
please keep
cooks.
viewing me. If you want to give me a thumbs up, please do.
If she's
If you
available.
want to leave a comment and a recipe, please feel
No, I think front to back vinyls claimed that prize.
free. The more the merrier. That
Did you
was a
miss the sounds of
recipe.
taste?
And if you haven't subscribed or you know someone who hasn't subscribed, get them subscribing, get yourself subscribing, get everybody subscribing. Thank you. Bye.
Alright, so this is another not TCAP one. I hope you guys find this as funny as I do. I find this interrogation great. This guy is a police chief for some little town somewhere, and he makes Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons look on the ball. Like Barney Fife is objectively a better lawman than this guy. So I hope you guys are as entertained by this guy as I am.
Just have a seat anywhere, Jenny. Let me go grab some of the red bud. It's a little warm right here, but it is out there. It is.
So you can tell that department has rigorous fitness standards.
Mm-hmm.
Because that guy makes me look healthy.
Feels better in here.
He's like, these assholes could have left me something to eat.
Like
This guy would eat K soup.
Yeah.
This guy would eat K soup.
Yep. Sorry, Jim. Dude, I lost my cup somewhere. I think it's a generic cup. Hey, Jim, do you know Ted?
Yeah, I think I've met him before.
Yeah, sure.
Out the office that day.
Yeah, I mentioned perhaps too. Outside.
Boom Shicky, no, but his accidental discharge is just as stupid. It is just as stupid. It's great. It's great.
All right, Ted. All right.
You don't want any water or anything?
All right, Jimmy.
No, this man doesn't drink water. This guy
No.
doesn't drink water.
These are your Garrity rights, okay? I'm sure you're familiar with them, but if you want to read those over, and
After this interview, you guys might not be so sure that this police chief knows the Miranda rights. God, this guy, I don't know how he got to be a career police officer.
good for you. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Oh, it's so good.
Is it?
Derek, I think this guy's accidental discharge was with another man's weapon, if I'm not mistaken.
It's cold here, too.
This is what chilly is. I'm very on.
This guy's studying his rights.
I mean, he doesn't know them.
To be fair, this is different than a normal police interrogation. This isn't investigating a criminal matter. Those aren't Miranda rights. Those are a different kind of rights that I would think he also should know. As this goes on, you will wonder why this is not a criminal investigation.
Unit 1258.
I appreciate you being here, Laura, man. Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I kind of figured you guys were busy or...
It never ends. It doesn't. It never ends. It never stops.
I'm going to give everyone a spoiler alert here. We're looking at two actual police officers sitting across the table from a guy that's been LARPing as a cop his whole life. Like, just the only difference between him and the guys that are police impersonators is this guy actually has a badge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy. I guess first let's just start off with, do you have any questions right off the top of your head that you want to ask?
She gave me a paper yesterday that said something about public records, village property, inaccurate reports. I forget what the other one was.
Okay.
I mean, that's enough right there, inaccurate reports, mishandling village property, that's kind of enough.
Yeah.
But that's not the end of it.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that stuff, about the inaccurate reports to city council? We'll get to those, I'll tell you. I'll try to go chronologically, that way makes more sense to us and to you then. Look, just tell me about what happened during the accidental shooting. Obviously, I've gotten stories, a couple of different, people told me, but, you're the guy that accidentally discharged a weapon, so I can't wait to hear from you, man.
Jeff and Megan and I were on our way back from Lancaster. We had ate at B-Dubs. We were coming down 79 and we were in the area of Buckalika Estate, Beecher Village.
So this guy's all hopped up on chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And my telephone rang. It was from Darlene Whithofer. I've known the family since, well, I was a firefighter with her brother Terry forever. And she's on the phone screaming, saying her aunt, she found her aunt in the middle of the road, and that 2 guys had broke into her aunt's house and held her at gunpoint. She was able to escape, but the gunman shot one guy. He was laying in the floor bleeding to death, and the gunman was still in the house. So,
Front to back vinyl, it kind of depends on the department and the rank. A lot of more like big city police departments will enforce some, definitely enforce some fitness standards, especially for the patrol officers. A lot of times those standards are a little more lax with maybe a sheriff's department. But certainly when you get into the ranks of people that aren't actually chasing down perpetrators, you start to see some big old boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see some big old boys, and when they're when they have rank.
we're right there between both entrances to Lee's Village, the main entrance and the second entrance.
But I bet if you steal a donut from this man, he's chasing you to the ends of the earth.
He can run you down for that.
Yeah. So all right. So anyway, he's talking about the negligent discharge here.
I tell Jeff, go there because it's right over here, M section.
And I called it negligent, not accidental.
So as we're there, I call Steve Ritter. Literally, this is what we got to get down to the M section. Meet with us. As we pull up, I'm dialing the sheriff's office. I call the sheriff's office. Tell them exactly what's going on. They say, you want emergency traffic? Yes.
So you called him?
I call the sheriff's office.
Okay.
We're standing there, we're just trying to decide what's going on, and she keeps saying, he's dying, he's in my house dying, he's in my house dying. She was very physically upset. Both of them were really upset. I had no belief to doubt them.
Mm-hmm.
No, exactly. It's negligent. There's no such thing as an accidental discharge. It's negligent. Anytime your gun goes off for something you don't mean it to do, that's negligence. That's not an accident. Yes, I agree with you.
I wasn't even thinking of being on technically light duty.
Right.
Had no gun with me. And, with there someone possibly being in that house dying, you guys have done the same thing. You'd have went in. We had 3 people here, and we've been trained. I told Ritter, give me your handgun. Vermaiden went around the side of the trailer to see if there was a door on the back. I said, go get your rifle. We don't know what he's got. Give me your handgun. It's the same identical handgun that I've got. And we went in, cover 3. Vermaiden was the first one in the door, went to the right, because it's a single wide. Went in, and I went to the left, and I held the whole back of the trailer. And the trailer is really dark. And the only lights that's on is their flashlights and a TV in the very back room. I'm standing here, low ready, left hand, and all of a sudden something flashed. I thought someone was coming up, and when I came up, I hit a corner, and poof, went in the round, went in the floor.
Okay.
So this guy, this trained police officer, mind you, he there's a few key points there. He said he was on light duty. He wasn't supposed to be responding to a call at all. He gets a call from somebody that says, hey, these people came into my house, held me at gunpoint. I managed to get away from him. Help, help, he's dying, he's dying.
Right.
And so he decides he's going to go deal with the situation. So he meets another officer on scene, and he and his chicken wing buddy and the officer, like the Keystone Cops, go pouring into this trailer. It's dark except for the television. And so he sees movement, not knowing what it is. And he brings up his gun to shoot it, not knowing what it is, if it's a threat or whatever. Turns out to be the television.
Thankfully, not the old lady.
And so when he goes to bring his gun up, he bangs into the counter and shoots the floor.
Oy.
Yes, and for some reason, yes, he did take the other cop. So he and his chicken wing buddy are in plain clothes because they're not on duty. The other officer is on duty. So he meets up with him. He says, "Give me your pistol. You take a rifle." And they all go pouring into the place. That's what happened. And then, not knowing what he's looking at, if it's a threat or anything, the TV scares him. He goes to shoot it. And he ends up banging his weapon into the countertop. And he hits the floor. So, why this is not being investigated as some kind of criminal charge, I don't know. But it gets even better from there.
Your finger on the trigger or something when you went up?
I had, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was coming up to protect myself.
Right.
I guess nobody ever told this guy you keep your booger hook off the bang button until you're ready to shoot something.
Apparently.
Yeah. So he's sitting there with his finger on the trigger.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And I just hit that counter and it just, pow. Just simple as that. We cleared the house. No one was there. It was the TV and the doors cracked about that big.
The TV scared him. It was the TV he saw. He was going to shoot Andy Griffith.
Apparently everybody doesn't love
I
it.
talked to him and his son. Didn't know that she had an onset of dementia.
Might have been the Golden Girls. It's like, thank you for being a friend, my ass. And then it gets even better. The lady that called him is known to be having the early stages of dementia.
Told us the other day that she told him Trump was in her bedroom.
That would be pretty frightening.
Never been to
Not
that
gonna
house
lie.
before. I know her, but I only knew her from McDonald's, not personally talking to her or anything. I didn't know that she was having an issue, which
I'm going to call bullshit on that. You'll find this out. This is a town small enough that they have a part-time police force. I don't think they have any full-time officers except for like him and maybe a few other like office staff.
I just saw our shy little bud going into the other room. He's exploring. He's such a brave baby. Sorry.
everything was
I
found
got
out.
distracted.
It was found out she had a UTI, urinary tract infection forever, and never told her kids. And that was she'd seen a police movie prior to going to bed that night.
I want to demystify that for people too. I know I keep pausing this, right? But he says that it turns out the lady had a urinary tract infection. If you don't know this, I'm here to tell you that when a person has dementia, something medically wrong with them, specifically a urinary tract infection, but things like that can really, really make their symptoms way worse. I've got a story to tell about my granddad one time, but that much is true. If she had a UTI, her dementia would have been way worse, and it's not unreasonable to think that she was watching a movie and thought that was real life.
Yeah.
But then this idiot comes in and shoots her floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I checked the house to make sure everything was fine, that we didn't hurt the electric, didn't hurt the water. From her end, set her and her son down and said, listen, we had an accidental discharge.
Listen, lady, I shot your Formica. All right? You're lucky it wasn't your cat. I just shot your floor. Be thankful. Be thankful.
Sorry
It's Thanksgiving.
about that. Everything in the house is fine. And his exact words to me is, I don't give a shit, as long as my mom's okay. I said, what about a doctor's? If she's hallucinating or something like that, we need to get her to take care of her. Let's get her to the hospital. He said, no, she goes into the doctor's in the morning. I said, then you come and get a copy of our report so your doctor can have that to use to see what kind of medicine to get it on. And he said that would be fine. Or I would have pink slipped her that night.
Yeah, see, you don't understand. Me shooting her floor is a good thing.
Yeah. It's a wonderful
Yeah,
thing.
it's a good thing. This is the ticket to health.
But with her,
I'm gonna
he's
smash
like,
this
I'm
guy.
staying here. she's going to the doctor's in the morning. She argued a little bit with him. No, I'm not. Mom, yes, you are. You've got a doctor's appointment. And I told him, I said, Dave, you come and get a copy of this report. Or have your doctor, get something from your doctor, we'll fax a copy of the report over to see, show that she's hallucinating or something so she can get help.
Okay.
And we went back to the office, all three of us wrote up our statements, wrote up the use of force where I had the accidental discharge, and went from there. I called the mayor.
Did you do a call record at that time or a report at that time? Because when I went over to talk to you, you didn't have one yet.
It was in the computer, yes.
Okay.
Jeff,
How'd you like to be that mayor? You get a call at 9, be like, well, chief of police shot somebody's floor because he was scared of the TV. Wilford Brimley came on the screen and started talking about diabetes and scared the piss out of him.
should have faxed it to me. We had a CR number.
Right.
Yes, CR number, and the square CR number was filled out and everything.
Okay.
It hadn't been typed in yet, but it was put in the book, and it was handwritten out.
Okay. You said you notified dispatch, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did Ritter also notify dispatch, or did he just come right to the scene with you guys and help clear the trailer?
I don't know if he also notified dispatch because we didn't have a walkie on him. I didn't have a walking unit with Jeff. I do know when I was standing there and she said 99 traffic, he got on the radio and asked for and said, 458 99 traffic.
Okay. All right. So we pull a tape from there. It's going to have you call on dispatch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Because Ritter marked dispatch too and said, hey, this is going on over here at the trailer park and everything else. So he actually marked it. So you guys get over there, you have your external discharge, talk to the people, everything's fine with them. Now, at some point, Hebron came over, right?
Yes.
Okay. Were they called to come over?
I don't know. I don't know that because, again, I didn't hear anything on walking. I don't know. Sometimes when we got something like that, they just drift over.
Right.
And we drift over to them.
Sure.
Somehow I feel like the Hebron Police Department drifts over to them more than they drift over to Hebron. It sounds like Hebron might have actual police officers working there.
The ones that know better.
Yeah. Oh, and the villain of this thing, his name has just been dropped multiple times so far. Steve Ritter. Steve Ritter is the villain of this man's world. He's gonna throw Ritter under the bus. He's gonna blame Ritter for everything. Somewhere exists Steve Ritter talking to these guys, and Ritter has no idea of any of it. He thinks they're buddies.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Was there any conversation about not telling them about the accidental discharge?
Yes, there was.
Okay. Was that your call?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the rationale there?
Ritter likes to tell things, and for the integrity of the case, integrity of the accidental shooting, Ritter, you don't have to go tell everybody that we had an accidental shooting. Let's get this investigated first. Let's get it looked at.
What investigation? You tried to shoot. You tried to shoot Andy Griffith. What is there? I mean, what is there to say?
Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory.
You tried to shoot Sergeant Joe Friday, and that is a bad thing to do. Okay.
Let's save the integrity of the case right here before anybody,
Harry Callahan says, "Go ahead, make my day," and then you tried.
1,700 people know.
Sure.
And that was the only reason. There's no reason to hide anything. How can you hide an accidental discharge?
Makes it tough.
Well, you can put a rug over it, apparently.
Go bang real loud.
Yeah, and you got a spent shell. We got the shell. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I sure did. I told him. I mean, because he likes to tell. And there's some things that happens in-house just like here. You guys have things that happen in-house. You guys aren't supposed to tell anybody until things are looked at. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I called the mayor. I called the mayor 6 times and she never called me back. She called Ritter instead of calling my phone.
The conversation was, what is this asshole calling me about?
She does that a lot. Just she had the other day, she's standing there, Ritter's phone goes off. Call from Peggy Wells. He's talking to her. I'm like, I walk up and say, why aren't you calling me? I'm the chief.
Right.
That's true.
And
Huh?
You know?
So you guys got
and that thought just, makes everybody feel so safe.
I know, she's probably like, yeah, that's why I try to call Ritter. I want to call the one lawman in this town.
some communication barriers between you and the mayor, you would say?
From years, she's been on council for years, and
Spoiler alert, Steve Ritter looks exactly like RoboCop. Metal body and everything.
yeah,
It's just RoboCop and a fake mustache.
she never liked the police department. She's actually picketed against the fire department. She don't like them. She had a big meeting with Randy Thorpe and, Billy was still there, and wanted to see about bringing them in and get rid of us, and Billy and them guys told him, you can't afford us.
Right.
But when she took over mayor, and she took me in on January 19th, I told her, I said, all I want to do is my job.
Yeah.
I want to work with you. I have no hard feelings about nothing.
All right.
The mayor just hates emergency services. Wants to get rid of the fire department, wants to get rid of the police. The mayor just wants to live in a perpetual state of anarchy.
Well,
I mean, if the fire department's like the police force,
I
can
was
kinda
gonna
see
say,
the fire department's showing up like in an old movie or something with buckets along the side of the truck.
yeah.
It's being pulled by a horse. The only competent one's the Dalmatian.
I don't know, because let's just assume it's a normal fire department, right?
Right.
Maybe volunteer one or something. I think I would have more trust in them and call them if there was an intruder in my home than this guy.
I would like you to know that the police department in question right here, this guy's police department, has largely a volunteer force. They use volunteer police officers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and that's
warms
that.
the cackles
that's
of my
that.
heart.
The other thing that got brought
Can't
up
be
by
worse
that
than this guy.
was some of the hours that were logged in, and then that was also a concern with some of the people we brought in, brought that up as well, some of the hours that you actually worked and, not actually being at work. That was a common theme, everybody we talked to. That,
Right.
you weren't actually at work doing anything. And I guess a couple of them mentioned the computer that you had at home, that your excuse was that you had to go home because you had some information on the computer at home that you didn't at work.
My computer at home is set up the same way the computer at the house. At the office.
Okay.
And if I was at my house doing stuff and writing, you can go to my house right now and I can show you the stuff that I've done, changing policies and changing things. I've had permission from our mayor, Kate Carroll, to go there.
Okay. Have you had permission from this mayor to go there?
No, and I haven't.
Okay. All right.
I wish I'd have broke my foot.
No. See, the old mayor said it was okay, so that means it's okay forever. I sit at home and I think of new policies.
yeah.
That's what he just said.
It makes
I
sense
sit
to
at
me.
home, I think of new policies. I should get paid. I should also get paid when I have a work dream. You know what? I'm on board with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Phone in. The times that you're
Hazard
probably
pay.
talking
Yeah.
about is I burnt my foot right heel really bad, clear to the bone, and I had to have a special boot, and it hurt to walk in it. And I would come in the mornings, I would get the mail like I was supposed to, I would check the phone recorders and do everything else, and then I would go to the house and do what I had to do.
Look, I showed up. I did like 20 minutes worth of work, okay? And then I went home. What more do you expect out of me?
Exactly.
Come on.
But I always had my walker right there, and they knew this.
Well, I think part of it too was they said they came over, a couple of times and you were just wearing shorts and a t-shirt watching Cops.
I'm watching Cops. I mean, come on. How do you think I come up with new policies? I watch Cops.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
You're right. I should get paid whenever I talk about work.
While you were on
I should get paid when I think about work. I should get paid every time I mention work. Give me $1.
duty.
No.
And that was the, and then when I checked the records, you had them logged down as hours that day. But my concern is if you're at home that day, and that's true, let's say that's true what he's saying, if you're just sitting around watching Cops when you're supposed to be at work, that could be an issue.
I don't see an issue. At least if he's home watching cops, he's not shooting people's floors.
That's true.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, detective. Come on.
Like, I'm watching cops, okay? Come on. You know, sometimes it's live PD, sometimes it's even the first 48. Come on, I'm doing good.
Right.
Obviously, I mean, you're the chief of police. You wouldn't want one of your guys doing that.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you got to understand from, you know, our perspective, looking at numbers and looking at everything else that you know, are brought to us as a concern, we have to try to figure out why or justify why that's happening.
Right.
So
And
that's
that's-
why I'm asking you, because
No.
I want you to justify to me why that is a reoccurring thing from everybody we've talked to. It's a reoccurring issue that, yeah, well, Jimmy goes home a lot and, you know, he'll leave and he'll just stay home.
Oh, it's because I
But
suck.
Literally,
I'm a lazy
it's
bastard.
reoccurring thing. Everybody said the same thing. Why do you think that is, Jimmy?
I would go home a lot, but I would not. I would be in blue jeans
Steve Ritter is this dude's Carol Baskin. I'm telling you.
or my BDU pants and a shirt that always said police.
I'm sitting around the house in blue jeans and a shirt that says police. I'm watching cops. I'm thinking of policies. What else do you want? I ain't shooting the floor when I'm there.
And I would be doing the stuff that I was allowed to do on the computer for the mayor. And then I would go out and go get cards, tag numbers and stuff with the junk cards. And I would do my OLEG. And, or write it up. I wouldn't do the OLEG at the house because I couldn't. I could only do it at the office. But I would write the junk card stuff up.
Okay.
I mean, just because if they come home and see me, I'm in a t-shirt that says police and I'm
Yeah, detectives. Look, I am a busy man.
I'm a busy
Busy.
dude. I'm busy, man. Come
Like,
on.
look, I mean, yeah, I have to go to the office to deal with this stuff. But, you know, I get around to doing it.
Look, I'm too busy for all this work bullshit, okay?
not wearing my full uniform with the badge and all this, everything else. Doesn't mean that I'm cheating the system and not
Do you think
working.
you can even
I'm
fit
doing a lot of
these
things in the
uniform
background that
Speaking of that, junk cars, I wanted to ask you about that too.
Uh-oh. Gonna ask about the junk cars. You don't want that, Jimmy.
What are your procedures for junking cars?
junking cars.
Yeah, let's say you get a car in an impound, nobody comes and gets it. What is your procedures to get rid of that vehicle?
Run the thing through the state of Ohio. They come back and tell us if there's a lien on it.
Is he missing a finger? Kind of looks like he's missing a finger. I wonder if he shot that off.
And then you send that person, or if there's a lien on it, you send that person 10-day notice.
Uh-huh.
Or if there's no lien on it, you send that person, the owner, 10-day notice. And then if they don't collect it, or we get it back, they've got 10 days to pay the towing or anything like that. If not, then I go get a title from the BMV.
Mm-hmm.
And then we gather how many ever cars we got up, get 3 bids, and then people come out and look at the, like junkyards or private people or whatever. They look at all the cars all at once and give you 3 bids, and the highest bidder gets them.
Okay. And they get
Kid Kat, welcome.
them all
Well,
intact, the way they're supposed to be. Okay. You ever taken any batteries out and sold the batteries?
Yes, I mean, no, I haven't. That you know of.
No.
No. And the reason I'm asking in this setting, Jimmy, is this is a setting where under Gary Act, you can't be charged with what we're talking about. We can't talk about this criminally.
Right.
Okay, but if that comes out criminally, there's going to be some issues probably with stealing. Okay,
Mhm.
so there's been those allegations and a little more than just allegations. Very, very specific things that I've checked out that are not making a lot of sense. Okay, one of them especially being a water pump that was taken off of a truck for Randy. And Randy gave the water pump to his brother, Gary. And Randy had your permission to take the water pump off of the truck that was in the impound lot.
I like how he's got that look on his face like he's perplexed at what he's hearing.
Yeah.
here. Come on, Jimmy. You know you did that.
what? No.
So think about that before you answer me, Jimmy, because I want you to be really honest with me, man.
I'm good. I am.
My goal here, dude, I respect you. I really do genuinely like you. I want to make sure that you come out of this thing, you know, okay. Whether that's okay with your job, okay without your job, you know, but what I don't want to see is something that, you know, you get charged for or go to jail for.
Spoiler alert, he makes it through with his job. He retired from that job. I looked him up one time.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, he made it through with his job. So you don't need to do hashtag free Jimmy. And he thinks the snitch is Steve Ritter. And it's so funny. One time I came across Steve Ritter, and Steve Ritter had no idea of any of this.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If anything was taken off them cars, the village already owned them, and they had permission from the mayor to take anything. I personally have never taken anything off the cars, out of the cars, anything.
Look, if anything was taken from these cars, we were stealing from the village, not the owner of the car, okay?
Yeah, get it
All
right.
right, come on. It's okay. We were stealing from the government.
Now, Randy and Mark Dimmick has, yes. But they've always had permission, and they've never done anything until the vehicles were owned by the village.
Sure.
And they were going to the junk yard. They were getting loaded up that day or the next day and going to the junkyard to be crushed.
Okay. So it's all the same pile of money, right? I mean, if one car goes, it goes whole, or it goes, are they junking it out? Are they checking for all the equipment? Or are they making sure that if they can pull the engine or a water pump or anything off of that the junkyard will do that? Or you sell them, you just sell them out as a whole?
Some at the car. I've seen it when I've taken them there. They ran the forks through the forklift, through the windows, picked it up, put it in this thing, put it down.
Yeah. Crush everything like a sandwich.
Yep. But if I didn't even know about a water pump to Gary. But if it was taken, battery, water pump, I will tell you, I know a jack was taken.
But nothing should be taken. Like, zero things should be taken, Jimmy. Like, none of it should. It doesn't belong to the people taking it. It's just, why don't you, you're a cop, why don't you get that?
You're talking crazy
That's
talk.
like, none of it should be taken, Jimmy.
Scissor jacks, but it was already up on the trailer. Trunk was locked, and Randy's like, "Oh, we got a jack." All right. But the village
But the guy driving the truck probably also can't say you can have it. Like, nobody should be taking those things, Jimmy.
owned them vehicles. There was permission by Clay Carroll, and nothing was taken until that stuff was taken. Was the village owned it?
Okay, so when the village owned it, let's say that you guys did everything properly, the village owned it, did you take any batteries then after they owned it? Did the mayor say, hey, you can take these? I'm trying to, you know, explain it for myself in my head why I've had two people tell me the same thing now. Two different people. One, you know, that I would say is completely on your side, one that says maybe not completely on your side, and they're both telling me the same thing. So I'm trying to figure that out why in my head that would be the case. So is there a circumstance or an instance where you did take a battery or two after the mayor cleared it?
I've never taken a battery.
Never.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
All right. Well, I needed to ask you about that because, like I said, I've had a couple of them here. All right. So you don't know anything about Randy taking the water pump?
No.
Okay. Because Randy's saying he had your permission to do it, not the mayor's. He said he had your permission.
Well, he probably asked me, hey, I'm going to get something on one of these cars. And it may have been, you know, it may have been a water pump, but I don't remember. But no one took anything until the village owned the vehicles and they were going to the scrapyard.
Okay.
But Jimmy, you just told on yourself, man. You just said that he may have come to me and said, I'm going to take this. Like, you just told on yourself, man, because the answer is no, you can't have that. It doesn't belong to you. You just told on yourself, Jimmy. Why is this not a criminal investigation?
I have no idea.
All right.
Matter of fact, I got to tell you,
Yeah.
they took a set of tires off once for a vehicle. There's good tires that were going to the junkyard. We put it up on the thing, they lifted it up, and took the tires off. Because it would have fit one of the village work vehicles.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, It was things like that.
Jimmy, have you ever taken anything from the vehicles that the mayor said you could take?
No.
Any of the vehicles that you were going to impound?
No.
Okay. All right. Going back
Box
to
of
now,
donuts or two.
the
probably.
the accidental
that's
shooting,
not-
the accidental, I'm going to call it accidental discharge. It was, I mean, you shot the ground, right? Essentially. You knew that you were not on duty, right?
I knew I was on light duty.
Okay. You weren't even on light duty according to your doctor's excuse. You were on light duty until the 12th.
No, I had the doctor's excuse with me.
I've got the doctor's.
Okay, Jimmy. The question isn't where was the doctor's excuse. The question was what does the doctor's excuse say? And apparently the doctor's excuse says his ass wasn't even supposed to be shooting floors that night.
Excuse. It doesn't say that you can return until the 12th. And this incident happened on the 10th.
That's a tough one there, Jimmy. That's a tough one. I bet Jimmy can pull this one out.
He can.
Jimmy doesn't look like it, but he is a master of mental gymnastics. Not the traditional kind, mind you.
Yeah.
I think he and I would perform equally in a contest of gymnastics. But mental gymnastics, man, Jimmy's got it. Jimmy will make this okay. Let's hear it.
But you were not to return to work until the 12th.
Okay, the 12th was a Monday.
Yes.
All right, and this happened on a Saturday.
Right.
Yes, I could return to duty on Monday.
Yes, on Monday. So that means you weren't on duty. You weren't on duty at all, right? That's why you didn't have a gun with you. I would assume you had your police ID probably, but you didn't have your firearm, right? Okay. That's because you were not on duty, correct?
No, I don't feel that way. I feel that I'm in the village, I'm on duty.
Even though the doctor's saying you're not allowed to be on duty until the 12th.
The doctor said you return to duty. That's a return to work,
Right.
okay?
Uh-huh.
I was physically working to get paid. I got paid through sick time, but physically showing up and doing the work. But I considered myself on duty because I'm in the village. I live in the village. I'm the chief of police, so I'm 24/7.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I considered myself on duty.
Good news if you live in the town of Buckeye. Jimmy is on duty 24/7, Jack.
I feel safer already.
Jimmy can shoot the floor at a moment's notice. When he's not stealing tires and batteries, man, he's shooting the floors. You can't keep old Jimmy down.
He's ready.
Jimmy is a born lawman. It's one thing, man. You know, a painter's got to paint, right?
Yes.
You know, a sculptor's got to sculpt. Jimmy has got to be a lawman. He's got to be. He cannot stop. And just because that doctor said he wasn't on duty, don't mean he ain't on duty, man. Because Jimmy's a lawman. Bloodhound of the law, right there.
Bloodhound of the law. That's what we're calling him.
Bloodhound of the law.
All right.
Okay. So if one of your officers acted the same way you did, in the same manner, you wouldn't have a problem with that then at all.
I'd pin a goddamn medal on his chest and say, "You're a young Jimmy," is what I'd do.
If they were not due to come back to work for 2 more days and they took a call in the village, they took a call, even though they're not cleared to come back for 2 more days, would you per se, do you have a problem with that?
If it was the same situation that I was put in,
Sure, exactly the same.
no, I would not.
Okay.
No, I would not. There is a floor that needs shooting, goddammit. That is an unventilated floor, and we are not having that in Jimmy's town.
Mm-mm.
Not in Jimmy's town, Jack. Ain't no TV safe in Jimmy's town.
No.
And why is that?
Because there was imminent risk of death. He was there. He had plenty enough people to take care of what the situation was. And I believe he has what word do I want to use?
You want to use probably duty to do something, right?
Yeah.
I assume that's where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I would not have a problem with that at all. I mean, the accidental discharge was very unfortunate and a bad timing, but, you know, No, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all because of the
Yeah, it was bad timing. It was bad timing. Look, if this happened on Tuesday instead of Saturday, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Then it'd be the time that I'm supposed to be shooting floors. It's just we're only talking about this because I'm doing it on my own time. All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sometimes you have a passion. Mine is the law.
imminent danger, and it was just the way she was saying it. You know, just like, he's dying, please help, please help, please help.
You know what I just realized? Remember, he's like, I didn't know she had dementia, right?
Right.
She had his goddamn phone number.
Yeah?
She called him on his phone. And he's saying he barely knew this woman, didn't know she had dementia. But she called him on his cell phone when he's out eating chicken wings.
Now I want chicken wings.
That does sound good.
Help.
Okay.
I think I'm taking away the wrong part from this.
Who's responsible for your
Want to go
auxiliary
shoot the
hours?
floor?
Nah.
Jeff or Maiden.
Okay. And who's responsible for are you his boss?
Yes.
Okay, so are you also responsible for the hours that go over to city council?
No.
You're turning those into city council, right, as a document?
As the end of the month report, you mean?
Yeah, the end of the month report where you've got all the hours listed for everybody that worked, all the calls we're taking, all that stuff.
Yeah, we get the calls and
Christy, happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Happy Thanksgiving.
System.
Okay.
And Jeff would estimate the hours.
How's he estimating the hours? I'm confused on that part.
I don't
Oh, okay, so you missed it. So now they're talking about the paperwork he turns in for everyone to get paid, right?
Yeah.
And so he's describing how the paperwork gets done. He just said that some asshole estimates everyone's hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
80 hours a week.
Uh-huh.
I mean, 80 hours a week.
Every 2
Wow.
weeks.
Every 2 weeks. That's 160 a month. So he'd put 160. He would take what he was supposed to work, divide that by 2. That's what he would get. Just down the line like that.
Okay, that's for the full-timers, right?
The paid, yes.
For the paid people. And Jeff or Maiden was in charge of all the paid people to make sure that all of their numbers were accurate?
Well, we turn in them on the payroll slip.
Right, but who was ultimately responsible for that? To make sure those numbers are correct?
Those numbers were estimations. They were never correct, not meant to be correct.
You guys are paid by
Yeah, it's one of those estimated payrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Estimated. I mean, you gotta factor in some cops' time.
the hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get paid by the hour, an estimate by the hour? How does that work? Because we have a time clock, we gotta turn stuff, I mean, we literally have a time clock.
See, we don't.
Right, which is crazy, but it keeps track of our hours very well.
We used to have a time clock, and for some reason, I don't know why it went out.
But if you don't work, if
Because
I
it was
estimate
barely
you work-
used and was growing complex.
Jimmy, you're the boss. You don't have to say, I wonder why we stopped using the time clock. You can just say, hey, we're going to start using the time clock.
Yeah.
You're the boss. You can do that. I would say you're the boss, applesauce, but he's going to get hungry if I mention applesauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those 50-50 things. I can see it goes both ways.
20 hours, but you only work 15 hours. Am I not cheating a village out of 5 hours? Or your police department, with your limited budget, are you cheating yourselves out of hours if you do it that way?
No, because our hours was not estimated. The hours worked was by our time sheets.
Okay.
Christy, we'll let you estimate those hours that you've listened to us at work, and you can just pay us by your estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be accurate with them. We don't need you a bunch of time clock. Just pay us by your estimate.
Okay.
And then it was verified with Mary over here.
Okay, how would Mary know how much she worked?
Oh, she would see.
Come on, you're not supposed to question me on this. I just told you Mary said yes. All right, come on. Stop acting like this is some kind of an interrogation there, detective. Come on.
Yes, I mean, you would write your hours down.
Right.
I mean, like if you go out there right now, I'll sit here with you. You'll see 6 a.m. on my timesheet, but you won't have a time ending.
Okay.
Because before I leave and go home, I would write, okay, let's say I'm up 4 today. I write 4 p.m., amount of hours, and you come over here and you put the hours.
Yes. Do you have you don't do any kind of trip sheets or anything then, right? Should the chief?
We mean trip sheets.
Like a log, trip log, like your officers do when they're out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and guess they're not filling out the trip sheets. Just going to go throw that out there.
When they're out riding around, driving around stuff. Which makes sense. You're the chief
What do I need
of
about
police, so
tree
you're just putting
fitting?
in your time, your hours, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
demand $4.
who is
Tree fitting.
ultimately responsible for
Four.
making sure
Tree
those
fitting.
hours are
No.
correct?
Are you talking on the sheet that?
I'm talking about the sheets that you guys turn in to Mary. Who is responsible?
Okay, who's responsible for making sure those numbers are correct? That's a pretty simple question, right?
It is.
Straightforward.
It is
But Jimmy here is a master at mental gymnastics.
super. Okay.
Watch him expertly evade this.
Okay.
Responsible for those numbers that go over there.
Ultimately me,
Okay.
but I didn't do their time sheets. They would do. Each officer does their own time sheet.
Sure.
Like if you two work for me, you do your time sheet, you do your time sheet, and then on Monday mornings when I come into work when it was supposed to be turned in, I'd look.
Right.
All right. I know your day's off,
Right.
and I'm going to know if you're you had to work over or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to know that, and I just verify it through there, and then I sign it.
But Jimmy, how do you know that somebody didn't like sleep in and then come in and put down that they got there at 8?
Who would do such a thing?
Wheeze, thanks for stopping by.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. How do you know, Jimmy, that they're not leaving at like 2 and putting it down that they left at like 4?
You know when somebody
No,
has
because
to
that's
work
crazy.
over or comes
That's
in for some.
crazy talk.
Yeah, it's like, how do you know, Jimmy, that they didn't, I don't know, just spitballing here. How do you know they didn't go home and watch Cops? You know?
Why would they do such a thing? That makes absolutely no sense.
Kit Kat, you're right. This guy didn't do a fucking thing. He acts like he took over as chief yesterday or something.
Somebody else, they notify you so you know about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you're ultimately responsible for making sure the numbers are accurate when they go to Mary, who I assume Mary does some other report as well, or did at the time.
I have no clue. We just turn in our time sheets to her.
But you make a report for city council, or for village council. I'm sorry, if I keep calling it city council, I'm
Yeah.
just used to this. You make a report for village council, right?
The end of the month, they would get a report.
Yes.
On with the fire department and every street department and everything else.
Right. And that report is done by who?
We're making,
Okay, so Vermaiden does the report. He does the report up, and I would assume, since you're the guy in charge ultimately, and you're the one responsible for numbers ultimately, you look at that report.
no.
You don't look at the
And
report.
you can assume, but Jimmy don't look at no reports. Jimmy ain't about that. If that report ain't showing up on Cops, Jimmy ain't about it.
What the Vermaiden's doing?
No, he would come in or on a Friday, when I'm off on Fridays,
Uh-huh.
and he knows Monday is the council meeting, he would do it up, and then he would take it over and give it to Valerie. There's plenty of times I would never see that report.
Okay.
Jimmy,
So,
that's a problem.
so nobody looks at what Vermaiden's doing? As far as the numbers go?
On
the
something
reports?
like that, no.
Okay.
Because they were just estimated numbers of, he could put me down for 160 hours a month.
I'm talking about, okay, I see where you're going with that. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Let's go back, let's say the auxiliaries. Who keeps track of their numbers then? I got where paid guys are. Vermaiden's in charge of the paid guys. I got that.
Remain.
So Vermaiden's also in charge of the
Yes.
auxiliaries. Okay? So when those numbers go over, do you check their numbers too to make sure that they're accurate? Because you said, like you said, you know who's coming and going in your police department.
Well, he'd put the hours down for them. They were, some of them worked 16 hours a month. Some of them worked more.
And some of them worked less. In fact, a lot of them worked less.
That's a shock to Jimmy. That is a shock to Jimmy right there. Look at Jimmy. He's like, huh?
He's shocked.
He's like, what do you mean some of them work less?
I have no clue.
But you know who comes, but you know who's coming and going, Jimmy. That's the whole thing I want to get at. You know who's coming and going in the department, and there are people like Schilling. Is it Schilling? Schiller? I know he's
Jason Schilling.
Jason Schilling.
Yeah.
I've talked to lots of people, and they said he only comes during taser training. That's it. And he's listed for 16 hours a month,
Correct.
every single month.
Correct. Because Frank Foster, our mayor,
Uh-huh.
said he did our radar, he did our taser, and he did something. What else did he do? Radar, taser. I want to say self-defense. The mayor said he saved us so much money without having to farm out that training that he would give you the 16 hours every month.
Gotcha.
That was Foster,
So your old mayor,
Frank Foster.
is that 2 mayors ago?
So the mayor 2 mayors ago was crooked, and he's just keeping on them crooked policies.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
So your mayor 2 mayors ago
Look,
said
if I
that
could
was
get
okay.
paid to
Yes.
stay home and
So
watch
you guys
crops, I
continued to
would.
put 16 hours on his
You
the monthly reports to turn into village council,
Yes.
even though he was not working 16 hours.
He wasn't physically working 16 hours.
Right.
But
He wasn't physically working 16 hours, but he spent 16 hours every month thinking about this place. All right? And that's work. So he deserves to get paid.
he would come out every once in a while.
I agree. No, they said that too. They said he'd come out every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't coming out 16 hours a month, was he?
No.
No. So when you're taking a report and it's just being generated by the police department and it's going over to village council as him having 16 hours a month, that's not accurate.
It may not be 16 hours. I believe it is accurate because the mayor, Frank Foster, said, we will trade him this 16 hours a month if he continues to train us like
Right.
that. And that's the way we did it.
I understand what you're saying. I do. I get it. But, a guy like that's invaluable. But you want that guy to actually work. And when you're presenting those numbers to the village council, the numbers don't match what is actually going on. So if you're putting 16 hours down, it looks like that guy's been there for 16 hours that month. He put in at least 16 hours of time, right?
If you wanted to look at it that way, yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at the hours as being the hours someone's there, you can if you want to, I guess.
I mean, I really don't know how else to look at it, Jimmy, when it comes to that, because, again, yeah, valuable guy. You want to keep him around. You want to keep him happy, but he's not putting the numbers in that you are saying he's putting.
This is like Bullhead Village, Ohio, or some shit like that. Bullhead Creek or Bull's Knob or something. Bullcock.
It's something.
Yeah, something like Bullhead or something like that.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
I see the number side of things.
Okay.
Okay, I see your number
Yes.
side of things. But also on this side of the tracks, the mayor said, do this because he trains us like this. 1 month we'd have our taser, and then it would be like a month and a half, 2 months we'd have to do our radar, and then the other. So I see where you're saying number-wise 16, but I'm doing what the mayor said to do.
Okay, so let's say the mayor didn't say to do that.
Huh?
Let's say the mayor did not tell you to do that. All right, let's say that doesn't have anything to do with it. Is that still an accurate number if the mayor doesn't say that you can do it? If you put 16 on there, does he work 16 hours a month?
I wouldn't do it.
I know, but is that accurate? Is that accurate?
Look, Jimmy would not do the wrong thing here. I don't even know why you're even posting this hypothetical. Jimmy is a lawman through and through. He does remind me of Jack. He is a lot like Jack Scalfani. It's like a cop's version of Jack Scalfani.
Which is scary.
Yeah, he is. You're right, Chatterbait Billy. This is like Jack.
Ugh.
Oh man, Jack, Jimmy. I wonder if they're related.
Maybe.
Yeah, I bet Jack could cook a bull's knob or whatever this thing's called.
Works. Let me just say it this way: is it accurate that he works? He comes out to Buckeye Lake and physically
Moose
works 16
knuckle or
hours.
whatever this place is called.
No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get at. Okay, now Vicki Glover. When's the last time she worked for you guys?
Oh, I don't. It's been a while.
Been 2 years. Over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be accurate that she worked in October of 2017?
No.
No, but she got 16 hours for that month too, on the report that you guys turned in to Village County.
Dude, it was her birthday. We gave her 16 hours for her birthday. Come on, man.
Oh, I wish
Come on.
people paid me for my
Come on, it's
birthday.
like why are you acting? Why are you wanting to get all this this accuracy in our numbers here? You're harsh and our mellow, man. We don't do things like that. We move at a slower pace Move at a slower pace here at Camel Toe, man. Come on.
How's that? She's not on the department.
Exactly. She's not. She's not on the department.
No one took her off the sheet.
No one took her off the sheet, but somebody filled out that she worked for 16 hours.
Jeff, just 16 every month.
And you don't have a problem with that? As a chief of police,
That I do.
Oh,
yes.
I would certainly have a problem with that.
That I do.
Not only
Yes.
that, we've got bartenders.
This guy don't give a good goddamn about that. That doesn't have
No.
any. He doesn't give a flying fuck. He doesn't care.
He works a lot, I understand, but not all the time. Well, what's the other name here? Bear.
There.
Tedra?
Tedra does not work 16 hours a month, but it's on there for 16 hours a month. Every month that she's been there, she's got 16 hours a month. I call her, she says, no, that's not accurate.
Chatterbait Billy, you are correct, man. This guy is so generous with other people's money, other people's stuff. He'll pay you for hours you don't work. He'll give you batteries out of cars he doesn't own.
He's very nice.
This guy's generous as long as he doesn't actually have the thing.
I call the guy she rides with, Haas.
Jeff Haas.
Jeff Haas. Jeff says, no, she does not work 16 hours a month. Yeah,
Right.
you guys put 16 hours a month on that sheet.
Again,
You understand, that's a criminal charge. That could be a criminal charge to do all that
there's no
stuff.
monetary value.
There's no monetary value. You're making it public. You're making it public record. You're falsifying a public document because it's going over to village council. You see what I'm saying? So you're falsifying a document that goes over there, and I don't know why. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. You know, but I mean, this is a place to explain it, Jimmy. If you're going to, I mean, this is where
Did he just say there's no monetary value?
Sounded like
These
it.
people are getting paid. Like, there's money. There's payroll.
it gets explained.
Well, sure, I know. This is where it gets explained. Jeff did them, and probably I should have critiqued them. But, you know, that's my bad. I'm sorry about that. But Jeff did them.
So who's ultimately responsible for those hours? You are. That's what we just said, right?
Right.
You're responsible for them. Okay? And if it's something that, you know, you screwed up with and you should have more oversight, then just say that, like you just did. You know what I mean?
You're right. I probably should have, but, you know, you delegate something to someone, and you have faith in that person. And evidently, I shouldn't have had faith in that person.
Well, here's the thing. I delegate things to him all the time, constantly, because I'm a supervisor. But what I also do on the back end is I go and check to make sure they're done. Not that I don't trust them, but, you know, being a supervisor, you have to make sure.
And that's what I should have done.
And let's. The biggest thing is, and especially in our job, is accountability. We
Right.
all have to be accountable. Ultimately, whatever I screw up, he's my supervisor.
right.
It goes on him. He actually screws up if I screw up.
They didn't read him Miranda rights because this is not a criminal investigation. It's a different type of rights sheet that he read over at the beginning that he had to sign. This is not a criminal investigation. In fact, I think this investigation cannot be used in a criminal proceeding. So I think if they wanted to pursue these things as crimes, they couldn't even use any of this information they're getting. I have no idea what the purpose of this is other than to embarrass this guy in a YouTube video. But this was not a criminal investigation. There's no charges coming from any of this.
That's crazy.
I guess it was just going to be used to see if they wanted to fire this asshole or not. And spoiler alert, they didn't.
You know, and you're the department head, right? I mean, everything under you falls on your shoulders, correct?
Yeah, and you know, when I would delegate things to Andy, and Andy would do it, and it'd be done right. And I probably, and I shouldn't even use the word probably. I expected the same thing out of Jeff Vermaeten.
Sure.
And you know, and I thought, well, you know, I've known Jeff for a long time. He's not a screw up. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And you're right. I should have said, let me have that report, because I honestly never see the report. He would either do it on Friday, or he would come in on Monday when I was working, and he would ship it right off to Valerie, and Valerie would print it and give it to the other people, give it to the council.
Okay.
But you're right. I should have had more. Should have
As a
doing
oversight.
this right. You know, but I had, you know, Andy did a hell of a job for me, and I didn't have any problems, and I got into that blind side, you want to say.
So when you go to computer,
I think the word you're searching for here, Jimmy, is you're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
You're fucking lazy. You figure everyone else can do your job for you, and you can just sit at home and watch Cops. I think that's you can just say that, and this whole thing could be over. You could be at home watching Cops.
Yeah, we
auxiliary
already
hours, there's no system there, right?
There was a system, and I think Ron did away with it. They had a time. They had it.
How long have you been chief, though?
4 years.
So in 4 years, you got no system in place to track those hours, right?
Right.
Look, 4 years is not much time to put up a time clock. Okay? It takes planning, it takes strategizing. You know? I mean, come on.
Okay.
And we have in the last probably 3 months or not as long, there is an auxiliary that says reserve hours now on this big book. They come in and write their time.
They're supposed to,
Supposed to.
but nobody does it, according to everybody I talk to.
You know, I mean, if one of the guys, auxiliaries, comes out and slides out and rides with whoever at night, and if I don't hear them on the radio, or they don't stop by my house, I don't know they worked.
Right. Okay. Let's go to these checks that were cashed for the insurance company. Now, I talked to the
Uh-oh. There's some checks, too.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Come on, Jimmy. Not checks. Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Insurance
come
company bought those
on.
checks.
Jimmy, come on, man. Not checks, man. Come on. We believe in you.
and they had some pretty big issues with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that may be something that I'm going to have to turn over to somebody else to investigate criminally. If it gets to that point, I may have to do that. I don't know what the insurance checks that when you were transported to the hospital and you were supposed to pay, you were supposed to cash them, and you cashed 4 of them.
Oh Lord, you gotta be kidding me.
See, Jimmy, the problem with an internal investigation is once it starts rolling, it starts opening the door to all kinds of other stuff that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a duty now to at least address it and try to figure out what's going on. In this setting, again, you're under Garrity, okay? I can't use anything you say criminally, period. Okay?
Oh, I understand.
So, all right, I want you to understand that, before you.
This is funny. These checks, I honestly, wholeheartedly, with my life, believe they were my Aflac checks. Because I talked to John Curtis, you can call him and ask him, I got him in my phone. He says, you've got a check coming, and you're going to have checks coming for your follow-up visits. I just got a check, and you can run out to my truck or give me the keys. I got $3,100 out there. I just got an Aflac check for this.
Okay.
I honestly, wholeheartedly, 1,000,000% believe them checks were mine. This is starting to piss me off. When I found out they weren't, I made arrangements and they were taking money out of my payroll every month.
They mentioned.
I didn't fight the system because I honestly believed they were my checks.
So did you get any Aflac checks during that time that you were getting those checks?
Yes.
Okay, so did you wonder like, hey, wait a minute, why is Aflac sending me another check?
No, because he told me that I had money coming from follow-ups.
Gotcha.
Just like a few minutes ago, I go to the hospital. I've been to the hospital since February 4th, every day for 3 hours. I turned in everything he just told me. He said, get everything else you need because you've got follow-up money coming from your Aflac accidental insurance.
Okay.
That's what I thought those checks were.
Have you been able to recognize those checks now when they come so that you don't cash them? Or is there
Yes.
something that you can say, hey,
Yes.
I can't cash these checks anymore?
Matter of fact, I got another check, and I said, "Who does this belong to?" I took it to the village. They said it was me, so I cashed that check. That, guys, was 1,000 fucking million% a mistake.
I am curious as to what these checks were. Because apparently there were some checks that were made out to him, but they belonged to the village. And so he was cashing them, plus cashing his Aflac checks and stuff. I'm kind of curious as to what these checks were.
on my part.
Imagine
I
what they
can't-
do
I
with
can't
it.
think of what they
Not
are.
out to steal anything from anybody. I never stole anything from anybody, and I never would. And
I have never stolen anything from anybody, man, other than time and things out of cars and stuff out of the evidence room and that donut that you were saving for later. Other than that, I have not ever stolen anything, okay? Come on.
I should have gotten one of those donut lockers.
never will.
Okay.
That check.
Hope you don't think they'd
that
keep me
check's
away
up.
from it.
And we even talked
Not
to this,
foolish enough
the
to
lady
think that.
with Mayor Carroll, and we got it all upset out them taking money out of my checking account every month. I called the lady. This is my bank number. This is my routing number. They're taking money out. Evidently, they're paid off because they don't take out anymore.
Okay. So you guys have made arrangements.
I like how Jimmy hasn't even been keeping track of how much money they've taken out of his checking account. He can't even be bothered to do that.
Of course not.
He can't even say, look, they've taken $7,200 out of my checking account over time or something. He can't even say that. He's like, I guess they're done because they're not taking it out anymore.
Makes sense.
He is that lazy.
To get it taken care of.
Yeah, there was arrangements taken care of.
Okay. Perfect.
Every month that money came out.
Is it still coming out, or you got to pay?
No, it's got to be paid off because they hadn't been taking their money out.
Okay. All right.
Guys, that upsets me.
But you got to understand, if it's
I-
something
I-
like that,
not
I
you
also-
guys.
I understand, and you know, Jimmy, I don't want this to be an adversarial thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, I want this to be just all out there, and again, out of respect for you
Yeah.
and the job you've done for so long. I want to give you opportunities here, and that's it.
I
I
mean-
don't want to force your hand on anything.
No.
I don't want to give you advice. All I want to do is try to find out everything that.
Guys, I don't have nothing to hide.
There was somebody mentioned a suicide scene where $140 came up missing too.
Uh-oh, Jimmy. Uh-oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, no.
Come on, Jimmy. You didn't do that, did you, Jimmy? I don't think Jimmy did that. Jimmy didn't do
Jimmy
that.
couldn't do that.
Jimmy, you didn't take money out of the dead man's wallet, did you, Jimmy?
Oh,
Jimmy wouldn't do
man.
that. Jimmy wouldn't do that. Jimmy wouldn't do that. Come on, Jimmy.
And they said that you had access to the money and that you mentioned that the dead guy wasn't going to miss the money.
That does actually kind of sound like
It
Jimmy.
does sound like Jimmy.
Does actually kind of does sound like old Jimmy. You did that, didn't you, Jimmy?
Do you recall anything about that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Everybody, look at the difference between how Jimmy reacted to those checks and this. He was genuinely mad about the checks.
Yeah.
Because that was a genuine mistake, and he was genuinely mad about the checks, right? Now look at him. They've just said, you stole money from a suicide. And he's like, no. Right? Come on, Jimmy. You did that, Jimmy. Jimmy. God, I believed in you, Jimmy.
I didn't.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
What? Me?
You
Jimmy.
guys get a lot of suicides out there?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, some of 17. Do you remember how many last year?
If I lived in Jimmy's town, I'd never end it all. I'd just be wanting to know what Jimmy's next antic was going to be.
Right?
You know the last...
Oh, ex-Derek, it's more shit like this. There's a time he goes like four-wheeling with somebody else on the clock. Like, it's we probably won't get to all of it. But yeah, we might even make this a two-parter.
This might have to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
suicide I was on was with Andy. And a guy had shot himself in a bed, in a bunk bed.
Yep. That's the incident I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if you recall that, you recall some money being exchanged or being taken from the scene?
Andy took everything because I couldn't stand the smell.
Uh-huh.
And I do believe his family came and got everything.
Okay. The deceased family did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Log sheets. Who's responsible for keeping the guys' log sheets? The guys and gals that work out there, their road log sheets.
They write it out during the night and put it in the box.
There are 3 months from last year completely missing.
Road logs, or are you talking about?
Both road logs and actually city council, the reports that you guys send to city council, those.
Jimmy, you didn't lose 3 months of police reports, did you? Come on, Jimmy.
No, that's just crazy
Come on,
talk.
Jimmy. You didn't lose 3 months of records. Come on, Jimmy. How do you even do that?
Oh.
What did you do? How did you do that one, Jimmy?
He accidentally used it as a coaster. That's all.
Well, did you think you were scanning it into the computer and it was actually the paper shredder? Like, how did you do this, Jimmy?
They're also missing.
Now I know Peggy said something about them.
They're all missing. The whole month, like 3 months worth. You know, I think it was April and July.
It was April, July, and November.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's correct.
Because I was looking for them yesterday for her.
Okay. Yeah. Any idea what happened to those?
I talked to Jeff Mayton, because he gathers them up, puts them in a big envelope. He does the monthly report, copies it, shoves it in with the road logs, flips it over and writes road logs and stats, then the month and the year, and then he takes the other report over to Valerie. I asked him what he done with them. He has no clue what he done with them.
Why are you allowing them to leave?
Jimmy, that's a problem. That's a problem, Jimmy. Guy's got 3 whole months worth of reports, and you're like, hey, asshole, what'd you do with these reports? I don't know.
Look.
Jimmy, come on, man.
No. See, you're expecting him to act like a boss or God forbid, the one in charge. You can't expect that from him. Look at him.
A kindergarten classroom is better run than this police department. A pack of wild dogs has better administration than this police department. God damn. Do they ever catch a criminal? If any criminal that is caught by this police department deserves it. You could do the dumb crook news just in this stupid town.
Oh my god.
This is like Cornville, only dumber or something. This has to be the Cornville PD. This has to be.
Leave the office in the first place. I know that everybody's mentioned everybody's got stuff at home.
Is Jimmy, by any chance, a federal probation officer?
Why has anybody got anything at home? Why does Jeff Mayton have any paperwork at home? Any files or anything else like that?
The only thing he would have at home would be his qualifications for us, and there are his copies. And then when Peggy was asking me about the qualifications, I didn't know Jeff already put them all together, and they were in the cabinet right by his desk.
Gotcha.
So there was.
And let me ask you this, Jimmy. And again, this is.
And everyone keeps paperwork at home. Like, not even at the office. They've all got paperwork at their house for shit.
Where do you keep your paperwork?
This is the most professional police department I've ever seen. Like, if you're a criminal and you're caught by these people, I would not tell the other prisoners that. I would just say that you turned yourself in. Don't say Jimmy caught you.
Gotta stay here with this stuff. Did you guys ever kind of cheat your way through the qualifications? Because I looked at your qualifications and.
Jimmy, you didn't cheat your qualifications, did you? You didn't cheat. Like, you actually stood up there and shot a gun, right? Like, we know you shoot the floor, but, like, you actually shot a target, right? Like, you didn't lie about that, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. You didn't do that one.
If you've shot, you've only missed one round, throughout 3 different guns in a couple of different years, and then you went to try to qualify this time and couldn't hit anything. So,
Jimmy.
Oh no.
Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. So in 3 years, you missed like 3 shots.
Oh.
And then this year, you couldn't qualify. Come on, Jimmy.
Jim.
Jimmy, come on, Jimmy. Come on. I'm better at the range than that, Jimmy. Come on.
You can go work here.
I could be the police. I like watching cops. I can shoot a target. I wouldn't shoot the floor.
That's true.
Yeah,
you are overqualified.
Yeah, if you are an administrator for this village, give me a call and I will come run your police department. Because from what I've seen, it doesn't take much.
Right.
I am marginally more intelligent than Jimmy here. I think I can handle it.
Stop right there. Just for me as being an investigator. And then when I talked to everybody, they said they don't watch you qualify. No one's seen you qualify besides Vermeulen.
Jimmy, if you're making fake numbers, make attainable fake numbers. Don't act like you're a Marine Corps sniper when you know you can't hit the broadside of a barn. You can only hit the floor if you whack your hand on a countertop, Jimmy. Don't inflate your numbers too much. Here's a little tip for everybody. If you're going to lie about your abilities, make the lie believable. You just pass. There you go.
Yeah.
You have to get 30 shots, you got 32. There you go. That's believable. Then next year when you only hit 28, last year was a fluke, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Fine.
You make it attainable.
I qualified before everybody because I was told that I have to watch them.
Okay.
In case I have to testify in court. Yes, they did do well, and Vermeulen wasn't their trainer.
Now, were those 100% accurate, the scores that Vermeulen gave you?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff Vermeulen will not pass you if you didn't.
Okay.
He'll make you, matter of fact, I'll give you a scenario.
Give us a
With
scenario.
Andy Davis, Andy wanted Jeff to say, hey, I did my hours. When Andy got in trouble in Muskegon County, he had to work at the dive team. Andy said, just tell him that I was here and worked. Jeff said, absolutely not.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So one of his cops got like community service in another county?
What?
And okay, Derek, you and me, we're gonna go be cops in this town. I think we can do this. You'll be
overqualified.
We're gonna be overqualified for this thing. We got this. We're gonna run this town. And I guess you can be the lady that just signs off on the paperwork and gives it to the village.
Yes.
Yeah. You can do my gun qualifying for me because you're a better shot than me.
I am for it. Let's do it. We have a plan.
We are going to run this.
I am not doing that.
And why is Jeff letting other people claim hours that never happened?
I think it's just not muscle memory. I just think it's 16 hours. He wouldn't know if someone came out and worked, like during the day when he's off.
That's true, Jimmy. I'll give that to you. There's no way that this asshole would know everybody worked if he's not there. That's why real places use a time clock of some method.
What crazy bullshit is
You
that?
even punch a time clock at fast food work. Like, come on, you punch a time clock, Jimmy. That's the easy way to do it.
Or during the weekend when he's off. I think he just thinks it's the honor system, and I'm going to give you 16 hours.
Jimmy, you don't do the honor system with payroll.
No.
Come on, Jimmy. You can't handle the honor system when it comes to not stealing from cars.
And he's not 100% sure if they did or not. I don't think it was to deceive anybody. It's not to...
Jimmy, would you say that everybody got 16 hours in just based on what you know?
The guys that I have now...
I'm talking about, let's think of all the 17. Let's just take 17 to right now. Do you think that everybody really got their 16 hours in?
If they didn't get their 16, they got close to it.
Okay. But you would say that's an accurate statement then that not everyone got their 16 hours in?
I would say it's accurate. They were close, but
Gotcha.
may not have got to 16.
Okay.
Some of them may have got more than 16, and they only got wrote down.
But that's fair to say though, right? That
Yeah.
they didn't get 16 all the time.
Jimmy, that's also not cool.
It's not.
That's not making this better, Jimmy. Jimmy, everything you say is making it worse. Just stop talking, man. Everything you're saying is just worse.
Oh, man.
Jimmy, come on.
And it's also fair to say that you're in charge of that. Ultimately, it's your department, your responsibility to make sure those numbers are accurate.
The numbers were never, ever, in the whole world ever meant to be accurate. That was just a summary of what we've done.
Jimmy!
Hold up. What?
All those numbers are meant to be accurate, Jimmy. They're all supposed to be accurate.
never heard something so stupid in my life.
Jimmy, come on, it's all supposed to be accurate. All of it is. Come on, Jimmy.
The only thing accurate in that whole thing was the very front page. That was accuracy.
And it wasn't accurate because you guys missed
The only
Oh
thing,
my gosh.
the only thing that was accurate was the front page, and it just said police report.
Oh my gosh.
And they probably crossed out the neighboring police department and just scrawled their name on it.
Ritter's numbers on almost every month.
What do you mean?
Like Ritter's numbers that he had, your call volume is actually way bigger than you guys claim it is. You guys have more calls and did more things than you guys claim. Because you didn't factor Ritter's numbers in. All of Ritter's call records, all his calls, all his stats, even his hours worked, nobody calculated it.
Fuck
The
off,
Ritter's
Ritter.
not putting his stuff in the computer. And that would be the problem there with
Okay.
call volume.
What do you mean put stuff in the computer?
He's not typing his stuff in his CRs and call records
Okay.
in.
Okay. So
And I wouldn't
you
know
guys
that.
you guys go off of that for the call logs. So you take the call logs, you put them in the computer, and then Vermaiden gets those numbers off of the computer to
Yeah,
put
he
on
goes
the
in there and
stats.
gets,
I got you.
and it's generated from the computer. So if that call number is low and it's Ritter's not putting his stuff in.
Ritter's name's not even on it.
On what?
Ritter's name's not even on the list of anything that's been done. Go grab one of those packets for me.
Yeah.
Because we didn't grab it. Ritter's name is not actually even on the list of auxiliary officers or part-time officers, full-time officers. His name's not even on a lot of it. So
Steve's is it?
no, so we wrote it in and put down the stats that he got, and your numbers actually rose. Instead of being down here, they actually rose a lot. So you guys aren't getting credit for a lot of stuff you're doing because his numbers aren't being calculated in that.
Sounds like this Steve Ritter guy is the police department.
Sounds like.
He sounds like he's the cop in that town.
So, I don't think your village council is getting an accurate number, really, of anything. They're not getting an accurate number of how many people are
Fucking
coming out.
Steve
to work,
Ritter!
their hours,
I bet he's got a
or their
song
call
about
log.
Steve Ritter.
Oh yeah. I can hear it.
Steve Ritter's name's not on that report.
Yeah, and I'll show you when
Oh, here, Ritter.
he brings it back over here. It's not even on there. Yeah, when you open it up, you've got all his call logs. So you know his call logs are on there, all his hours are on the call logs that he did, and everybody he picked up is on there. Now, what I did too is I went back and looked at all the call logs, and there are guys and gals that have 0 call logs. None. But yet they got 16 hours listed. And they're not on one call log.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not on one-
auxiliary?
Look, as we discussed earlier, they probably spent 16 hours watching cops, and they got paid. Why is this so difficult?
They're auxiliaries. They're not on any call logs. They're not on anybody else's call log either. They didn't pick up anybody. They didn't take anybody back. They didn't do a slash mark and then put their name on it. Nothing.
They usually put their name on it. Like if, let's say Tedra rode with Hawes,
Uh-huh.
he would put his name on it, and he should put Bear's name on there.
Yep.
Tedra.
Some of them do. Most of them don't. Ritter's pretty good about putting another name on there if he has somebody ride with him, and so
Right.
is a Haas.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't. I mean, they don't at all. So when I look at it, and you think about it from a village council point of view, if I'm looking at something like that and I want to see who's out, I see that this guy has 16 hours listed this month. So I go back through all the records, and there's not one mention of him there. There's not one log. There's not any number. There's not anything filled out that says he was there at all. So
Yeah, but he was there in spirit, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
how do I verify that?
Well, if Ritter and Hawes is doing that, the only other person would be Vermaiden because no one comes out and works with me because they all work day shift.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I mean-
Did you see a problem with the?
What did Jimmy just say? Nobody comes out and works with him because they're all on day shift?
That's what it sounded like.
So Jimmy goes out on patrol? No.
No.
No. Andy takes the night shift? The chief of police is patrolling at night?
Nope.
No. No, they don't go out with Jimmy because Jimmy don't go nowhere. He goes to his couch.
But the way things are.
And they ain't riding with him because he ain't sharing his chips.
I see things needs to be changed
Sure.
majorly,
Yeah.
and I don't have a problem changing that stuff majorly.
It's scrap January.
But I had no clue that Steve Ritter is not on that
Well,
list.
for instance, see January here? We actually wrote in Ritter and Jackson because Jackson actually wrote with Ritter, I think, that one day that month. So we wrote his stats in there and his hours in there anyway. You know, and then Andy Davis picked up Bartow, and Bartow got 7 hours that day.
Yeah.
But Bartow didn't get 16 hours in that month.
Now, there's times here that Bartow is our bailiff,
Okay.
and he would do the bailiff. There would be no call log for him.
Is there any record of that?
Sure.
Does he sign into something or do
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is there
No.
anything that's written down for that?
No, he comes in and he would be the bailiff.
All right.
Why don't these people write any fucking thing down?
Why are you expecting them to do
They don't write a
work?
damn thing down. It's like, how are you the court bailiff and nothing's written down? These people don't write a damn thing down. They don't write shit down.
See, Vicky Glover's still on. When is this one? 17.
That's January 17th. She was probably been gone
Yeah.
half a year at least.
See, this should have been updated. He goes in the computer and gets this every month because he has to change that from month to month. January, February, and then New Year would come in and put the 18.
Well, you see your total calls for service is 93.
Mm-hmm.
That's not counting Ritters.
See,
So
now
I should have
this
a lot
number, if that number is off, then Steve Ritter's not putting his CRs in our computer system because this is generated from our computer system.
Gotcha.
Okay, Jimmy. I'll give you that one. Steve Ritter's not doing what he's supposed to do. I'll give you that. Let's just agree on that, right? Why did you not catch that for like years? Somebody should have caught that. Should be like, hey, how come Steve Ritter's not here?
Look, you're expecting this man
To work?
to work.
Yeah.
It
Is
you're being entirely unfair to this poor man.
It is inhumane.
So if that number's off, then Steve's not doing what he's supposed to do and he's hiding his CR somewhere.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not finding him because I'll see him in the book.
Yeah.
But I don't go in and check every one of them in the computer.
Okay. I gotcha.
But you're
Jimmy, if you'd have checked one, you would have noticed Steve Ritter's not in there.
Yeah.
If you'd have just checked one, come on, Jimmy, do something. The cops goes to commercials. You need something to do during the commercial break. You can't pee every time.
right. Ritter's name ain't on this.
Right. It's not on a lot of them. You know, so the reports are
know
just
that.
generated like that, and then they're turned to city council or village council like that. So, and there's,
You know what? I never even thought to even think of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of it.
Wow.
Were there any times, Jimmy, that you claimed some hours that you didn't actually work?
No.
Yeah,
The
Jimmy.
hours that I work that I don't put down on my timesheet.
So you working extra hours and not claiming?
Yes. My phone would ring constantly, and I'd have to go out. I never put the hours.
Yeah, we did just glide by the allegation that Jimmy steals money from suicide victims.
Yeah.
It's like they just moved on from that. They moved on to that, to him not reporting hours. Now they're talking about Jimmy stealing time. How bad are the options in this town that this guy got to keep his job?
That's pretty damn bad.
Yeah, right? Like, how bad is this village hurting for cops?
All the hours down.
Right.
Because I know we're short of money, and I didn't want to work myself out of a job. You can ask any mayor that.
Yeah. What's the most people you guys have had out at one time?
2,
2?
yeah, 3,
At any time, any given day?
usually 2.
Okay.
I would work 6 to 4,
Uh-huh.
and then someone coming up from noon to 10,
Okay.
and they would come out at noon to give me that 4 hours to go in the office and see stuff that I had to do.
Okay. All right. So, is there any time that you would have 3 or 4 people working at once?
No.
No, never?
It'd be nice.
Yeah, right, it would be. So on April 25th, 2017, you have 4 people listed as working at the same time.
Who?
You got Davis, Vermaiden, you.
I know, that surprised me too. I figured that cops were just salaried and that was just a thing. Apparently, well, at least for like the brass. I figured the police chief would be a salaried position. A patrol officer might be getting paid hourly, but I kind of figured the chief at least was salaried. But no, these are all These are all hourly people.
and Ritter. Now, also on that day,
Steve.
and I've been told by two people, you and Vermaiden went four-wheeling that day.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Which
Jim.
we've called Perry State Forest. We've also called dispatch and got the call runs and everything else and who marked in, who marked out and all that stuff. You guys aren't anywhere on there. You and Vermaiden are nowhere on there. On the call logs,
Right.
on the CR, nothing, zero.
What day was it?
April 25th, 2017, it was on a Tuesday. Ritter actually got called into work to cover for either you or Vermaiden, one of the two. He was not on his regular scheduled days.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I would think patrol officers definitely would be hourly, but I would think, the chief of police is a salaried position, I would think. But I guess not in this town.
No.
Yeah. I guess practically he's off four-wheeling and shit.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go ahead and stop it there for, he was out four-wheeling. I think we're going to go ahead and stop it there for this week. We'll pick back up with Jimmy again next week. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody for coming out. I know this wasn't our typical fare, but I mean, come on. Jimmy's a trip.
Jimmy.
I love Jimmy. Yeah, I wouldn't hire him. I sure as hell wouldn't want him showing up if I needed a police officer.
That's true.
Yeah, but maybe I don't like Jimmy. Maybe Jimmy's just a prick.
Jimmy is a prick.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah, so, guess we'll just leave it at that. So,
All right.
see you later.
All right, kiss, kiss.